Hello and welcome to tonight's nightclub. It is freezing tonight, absolutely freezing. I suppose it's our fault for spring cleaning last Friday, isn't it? I can't believe the weather and how much it's changed. Actually, talking of spring cleaning, thank you very much for the answers to the Womble competition. I'm going to let a few more letters dribble in and then I'll give the answers on Friday. Yes, I'm going to be presenting Nightclub on Friday. We're still all shuffling around. And then we'll be able to find out who's going to win that book, Down with Superwoman by Shirley Conran. I've got a letter here from Mark, Simon, Bob and Jason. Now, they come from Cwmbran. Now, they actually wanted me to mention this before The Fugitive yesterday. Didn't get it until today. However, I'll give this to Manette to give a mention next week, and I'm glad to hear you're fans of the programme. I don't think it's going to end. You're a bit worried that it might have the same demise as Garrison's Gorillas, but I don't think so. Mrs. M. Jones is very unhappy about the demise of Garrison's Gorillas, and she's got this little poem which I'll fit in before Jake and the Fat Man. Wednesday's nightclub is no longer the same. Without Garrison's Gorillas, the telly's so tame. It was a brilliant programme. I miss it so much. You really are all out of touch. Will it be back? No, you say. Is it because the boss won't pay? Surely not. Now we've got Jake and the Fat Man.
But he drinks Carlingback label.
Not in here, he doesn't.
Your best bet for a fuller flavour.
Carlingback label.
Life without O.
Hell.
Hell, 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 hell,
Hell.
hell, 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 hell.
Hell.
Hello.
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 Hello. Oh, hello. Oh.
The art of restoration requires a little patience, a touch of elbow grease, and the finest products money can buy for a finish that's smooth, hard-wearing, and brings out the natural colour wherever you use it. Blackfriar, so good for wood.
1, 2, 3. Well, that's high elementary. It's gonna be
British Gas make it easy to buy a new cooker or fire.
it's easy.
1, special trade-in deals mean you get a good price for your old one. 2, 10 months interest-free credit makes paying easy. And 3, delivery and fittings easy because it's included in the price. So call into your one-stop gas shop.
Here's some things to pour fresh cream on.
Well, it makes a change from strawberries.
Oi! Scream for cream.
I said no strawberries.
Oi!
Mark is about to find out that at the same time he's washing his hair, he can also condition it. With Dimension, a shampoo and conditioner, 2 in 1. Dimension, a shampoo and conditioner in one handy bottle.
Le Piat D'or.
You know, it happened right here 20 years ago.
Right here, Mum.
Mm-hmm. You just can't imagine what it felt like.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world. Can't stop it. The feeling you get from a Coca-Cola. Can't beat the feeling. I'd like to teach the world to sing. The feeling you get from a Coca-Cola. I'd like to buy the world a Coca-Cola. Can't beat the real thing. Can't top it. No, you can't stop it. Let us all the whole world sing it. Can't beat the feeling. You can't beat the feeling.
Plaque. You don't notice it, but it's there. Like this. This will get rid of a lot of it. But for extra protection, reach for new Reach Mouthwash with an active ingredient which reduces the formation of plaque. Reach Anti-Plaque Mouthwash from Johnson & Johnson.
Here's a little story about Royal London. Always by my side, offering me protection. I call him Royal London. I call him Royal London. They keep you covered day after day. That's right. I woke up with the blues the other day. Royal London came and just shoot them away. I call him Royal London. That's right.
Because Johnson's baby shampoo is so mild and gentle, you can use it as often as you like. That is, if you can get away with it. Johnson's baby shampoo. You don't have to be a baby to have beautiful hair.
Jake's won my approval now. Now I know he doesn't wear pyjamas. I definitely don't like men in pyjamas. Not that it really matters. Well, later on we've got V. That's the new 5-part series. Absolutely wham-ding. Then we've got Worldwide Wrestling. That's at 3:30. And America's Top 10 at 4:20. And with Job Finder at 4:45. That's the evening's lineup. After the break, we've got the headlines.
Just in, Spotty Maloney bust out of the state pen. But don't worry, folks. Police say he'll be back in the can in 5 days. 5 days? 5 days of fear. Who runs this town?
Gee, Sit City, I gotta do something.
Ultra Clearasil gets to work on your spots fast.
Spotty Maloney's still on the run after 5 days.
Spotty? Who's Spotty?
Escape from spots in 5 days with Ultra Clearasil.
Streets to stay safe these days, officer.
Cream is absolutely natural, cream is absolutely pure, but you've got to get the real thing to be absolutely sure. Oi!
Whether you prefer your savings to have the high interest and instant access of NatWest Special Reserve, or the superb returns of Crown Reserve, every nest egg has a glorious future at NatWest. Let NatWest go to work on your savings.
Martika, the album. It includes all her smash hit singles. More Than You Know. And her latest. They're all on her smash hit album, Martika.
Oh, I like this table. I can do something with this.
You can with Ronseal. Ronseal varnish has an easy flow formula that goes on so smoothly, it delivers a truly professional finish. The natural beauty of wood from Ronseal.
Hey, come on. That's not the same table.
Ronseal brings home the beauty of wood.
Hey, Lieutenant. One for the road, Robinson?
Yeah, why not? I go to a bar in 34th. Reminds me of my early days back in Cork. Friend of yours? Grew up together.
You know, when I was a kid in Ireland, people used to pass the time of day. Your front door was always open. And your neighbor was also your friend. Come on, pal, stay in line.
Hey, wait a minute. Get off the street. Oh, you heard somebody. Can't you see the road?
Hey, Joe.
Hey.
Pat. Pint of Murphy's for myself. And meet my new buddy, Robinson.
Usual, Mike?
The usual, Pat. And put it on my tab.
Why, you son of a gun.
The government published details of the points scheme under which it plans to give British passports to the families of 50,000 Hong Kong Chinese, mainly young professionals. The bill's to be debated after Easter, and the government could be defeated. Norman Tebbit has written to all his fellow Tory backbenchers, urging them to rebel. It's thought up to 80 might. The Labour shadow cabinet decided last night to vote against the plan, which they describe as elitist.
Had it been a more detailed bill, setting out the arguments and reasons for why it was operating a discriminatory policy, it might have been right to rebut those arguments. As it is, it's brief and it's bad, and all we need to do is vote against it.
The Liberal Democrats say they'll use the bill's passage to try to increase the numbers allowed into Britain.
We could be, in this whole process, in a position where the leverage we will be able to exercise to improve this bill will be very, very great.
Fire has broken out again at Strangeways Prison, Manchester, where about 25 prisoners are still refusing to give themselves up to the authorities. It apparently started in the kitchen area. It wasn't clear from first reports how serious the fire might be. The 9-man crew of a British trawler, the Celtic Sea, which sank off Oporto in Portugal, have all been rescued. They were taken safely on board a Norwegian ship. Detectives from Scotland Yard have flown to Spain to interview a British businessman, Gordon Parry, about the £6 million Brinks Mat robbery in 1983. He's being held in a high-security prison in Madrid. Frederick Foreman, extradited from Spain last year, was cleared at the Old Bailey of taking part in the Security Express raid in East London 7 years ago, but found guilty of handling some of the money. He'll be sentenced later today. The American jazz singer Sarah Vaughan has died of lung cancer at her home in Los Angeles at the age of 66. She'd sung with Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie and Count Basie, and Ella Fitzgerald once said she had the greatest singing talent in the world.
Someone who'll watch.
And that's it. More news later.
And now Peter Rowell is the presenter who's going to be looking after you over the weekend, and he's got a word, and it definitely applies to V, which is the next programme. It's cosmic.